Hey everybody, good day, welcome. This is our course, of course. Our course in this, A Course in Miracles. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, Friday morning as we rest from daily care and enter into the holy immersive moment. Goodness sakes, that's a great thing. So today's the 8th day in our 2020 calendar year, and the 8th lesson of our Course in Miracles. Caveats, please. Let's have some caveats. Who wants some caveats? Anybody want some caveats? Here's some caveats, okay? So, the Course in Miracles doesn't require that you believe any of this stuff. In fact, it says that you will probably not believe it and probably even actively resist it, but that if you allow yourself to entertain the ideas and to use them as instructed, that you will notice an effect in your life. Another thing is that this is there is some sequentiality to the course, meaning it's like a teaching and learning program that utilizes modern education theory, I guess, in some way that is sequential and that makes sense sequentially, but also in a bigger way. It's a holographic type of information. So meaning what that means is that if you get any part of it from anywhere, you get all of it. So you can jump in wherever you want. And I'm saying this because, we're already 8 days in. But you can also go back to the beginning, start at lesson 1 and, read the text if you want as well. But there is a way for you to have it all by understanding one piece of it. That's what it says, basically, that it's holographic, meaning if you get what it's saying, you get all. If you get any part of what it's saying, you get all of what it's saying, actually. Okay, so here we go. Lesson number 8, day 8 in our Course in Miracles, day 8 in our 2020 calendar year. My mind is preoccupied with past thoughts. My mind is preoccupied with past thoughts. My mind is preoccupied with past thoughts. Yesterday's lesson was, I see only the past. I see only the past. And there's some logic behind how you can see that that's true for you. Okay, but today's, I see my mind is preoccupied with past thoughts. This idea is, of course, the reason why you see only the past. Like yesterday's lesson, I see only the past. My mind is preoccupied with past thoughts. This, of course, is the reason why you see only the past, because you're preoccupied with it. No one really sees anything. No one really sees anything. Man, what a bold statement. No one really sees anything. He sees only his thoughts projected outward. Okay, so you don't have to believe this, right? You just entertain it. It's a mental universe, and entertain these ideas. Try them on, okay? So you don't see anything. You only see your thoughts projected outwards. The mind's preoccupation with the past is the cause of the misconception about time from which your seeing suffers. The mind's preoccupation with the past is the cause of the misperception about time from which your seeing suffers. The mind's preoccupation with the past is the cause of the misperception about time from which your seeing suffers. Your mind cannot grasp the present, which is the only time there is. Your mind can't grasp the present, which is the only time there is. It therefore cannot understand time, and cannot, in fact, understand anything. Wow. It can't understand and cannot, in fact, understand anything. My God, what a bold statement. Okay, so paragraph number 2. Read along, follow. Okay, so the one holy true thought one can hold about the past is that it is not here. Man, there's some humdinger sentences in this. The one holy true thought one can hold about the past is that it is not here. It's past. Hey, what's up, Cindy Horner? What's up, Misha Lee? Welcome to this course, our course. We're right on time. We're right on track. This is a course in what? A Course in Miracles. Hey, okay, so paragraph number 2. The only holy true thought one can hold about the past is that it is not here. To think about it at all is therefore to think about illusions. Very few have realized what is actually entailed in picturing the past or in anticipating the future. Very few people have realized what's actually entailed in picturing the past or anticipating the future. The mind is actually blank when it does this because it's not thinking about anything. It's thinking about symbols of nothing, basically. Symbols of lies being untrue. But the symbols are as if they were. What if illusions were true? Or what if there was something that opposed what is? This is what the mind is actually seeing. Hey, Cindy Horner. Wow, so long no see. Okay, so paragraph number 3. The purpose of the exercises for today is to begin to train your mind to recognize when it is not really thinking at all. It's not real. It's not real thinking. It's chaos. That's what the distinction here is that when you think that you're thinking about chaos is real, that's not real thinking. Okay? That's the undoing of your mind being hypnotized by like the reality of the chaos. Oh my God. Okay, or something like that. The purpose of today's exercise, the purpose of the exercise for today is to begin to train your mind to recognize when it's not really thinking at all, to recognize that it's stuck in illusions. While thoughtless ideas preoccupy your mind, the truth is blocked. While thoughtless ideas preoccupy your mind, thoughtless ideas, these ideas, they're thoughtless, they're careless, they're uncreative, while they preoccupy my mind, the truth is blocked. So we're attempting to get them out of the way, to unoccupy them from our mind, okay? Recognizing that your mind has been merely blank, rather than believing that it is filled with real ideas, with these real ideas of unreal, like terror and chaos or something like that. Recognizing that is actually that your mind is actually blank rather than believing that it's filled with real ideas is the first step to opening the way to vision. Okay, so let's see here. This is kind of like lucid dreaming. There's a song that I hear coming in my mind. It's a reggae song from Neda Bowen. If you like Course in Miracles and you like good music, check out Neda Bowen, Nedaboin. She's a cool Course in Miracles musician. So she's got this reggae song. The chorus is something like, remember you're dreaming, yeah, remember you're dreaming, oh, you gotta wake up, and remember you're dreaming, yeah, remember you're dreaming, oh. It's kind of like a train. Yeah. That's the first step of a teacher of God, according to or I don't know if that's the word, something like that in the Course in Miracles says awareness of dreaming, or of story, or of that this is the world of appearances that would convince me that I am separate from myself or from others and that I can't get with myself or something like that. Instead, there's another song. That's not the reason why. Do. That's not the reason why. Do. The reasons aren't out there. You have to look inside. Be connected with your reason, with your source. Unconvinced by the world of the proof of your separation. And the world could convince you of the proof of your separation through intense sensation. It could be called like, oh no, like let's say you purposely practice cold water immersion, like, shit, like for a few minutes, your mind is like feeling like you have to rebel against something, but you can choose to go inside and relax. And that's on the humanistic level. You train your nervous system. Anyways, we're talking more abstractly and more metaphysically here, but they cross-train the metaphysical holy instant immersion with the practical world, the world of practice, the world of cold water immersion. You can cross-train them, nervous system training stuff. Okay, so paragraph number 4. The exercises for today should be done with closed eyes. This is because you actually cannot see anything. And it is easier to recognize that no matter how vividly you may picture a thought, you are not seeing anything. Wow, that's a pretty bold thing to say. With as little investment as possible, search your mind for the usual minute or so, merely noting the thoughts you find there. Just note the thoughts you find there. So with as little investment as possible, I don't know what that means, but I guess in the individual thoughts, just notice them. Notice, oh, there's a thought about, bananas. There's a thought about whatever. With as little investment as possible, search your mind for the usual minute or so, merely noting the thoughts you find there. Name each one by the central figure or theme that it contains, and pass on to the next. Oh, there's a thing about, let's say a wedding. There's a thing about like a car crash. There's a thing about chords, electrical chords or something, whatever. Name them all and introduce the practice period by saying, this is where the practice comes in. I seem to be thinking about, electrical chords or a wedding or bananas or whatever. Then name each of the thoughts specifically. For example, I seem to be thinking about, let's say, a friend. Let's say somebody named like Bobathan, okay? Bobathan. It's like a combination of Jonathan and Bob, okay? Or Roberta and Jonathan got together and they made Bobathan, okay? So I seem to be thinking about Bobathan, the son of Roberta and Jonathan. Goodness, I'm in a funny mood today. I seem to be thinking about Bobathan. It could be name of person or name of object or name of emotion. I seem to be thinking about, anger. I seem to be thinking about apples or something like that. I thought there was more to my line there. Okay. And so on, concluding at the end of the mind searching period with but my mind is preoccupied with past thoughts. This can be done 4 or 5 times during the day unless you find it irritates you. If you find it trying 3 or 4 times is sufficient. You may find it helpful, however, to include your irritation or any emotion that the idea for today may induce in the mind searching itself. So if you find it trying, you could say, if you find it difficult, I seem to be thinking about the difficulty of doing this, or of the annoyance of this, or whatever. Maybe you're like, what the fuck, man? How is it that I'm not seeing, I seem to be annoyed with the fact that I'm on this course and it's telling me I don't see, but I'm like, I gotta live in my practical world, and then go on to the next thought. I seem to be thinking about how my friend broke my finger. That came to my mind. My friend broke my finger when I was young, when I was a teenager. But, okay, so at the end of these things I seem to be thinking about, at the end of it, say, but my mind is preoccupied with past thoughts. I think I'm thinking about this or that, but my mind is really preoccupied with past thoughts. Again, this is a way of undoing the mind. Each time we do these practices a little bit, it's like, we see that we can tell that the ego is like, oh man, can I just pull that nail out of my head or something like that? But it kind of needs to be unscrewed. And in some ways, there's like, you could say metaphorically, it's like there's a lot of points, and like just like we talked about the other day, like the Matrix, you're just pulling them out. Boom, 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 boom. It starts to generalize too. All right, so this can be done 4 or 5 times during the day, unless you find it irritates you. So I guess I don't know what that really means, but if you do find it trying, then 3 or 4 times is okay, is sufficient. So basically, do no less than 3. It's suggesting at least 4 or 5, and that you can include those irritations as things you think you're thinking about, but really you're just preoccupied with past thoughts. Okay, good day everybody, good day, peace.